Yo, remodelers, check it out. So we all hate helicopter clients, right? I mean, the people who just can't be satisfied no matter what we do for them. Like at Remodel Commander, we call them Karens. And we've all had the 3 a.m., angry texts, or the never-ending punch lists, or the flat-out refusals to pay you. And so we have this framework to stop Karen before she starts that I want to share with you. Hey, remodelers, Lane Bolin here with the Remodel Profit Podcast. If you're getting value from our podcast or vlog, would you do me a favor and mash the like button and the subscribe button? It really helps out our channel. We're on a mission here to end the 96% failure rate for contractors on a 10-year period, and it really helps us get the message out. Thanks. So story time, guys. Early in my career, I had this one Karen. She was all hugs and kisses and rainbows and lunches for the guys right up until the final invoice. And then all of a sudden, the paint job looked like a modern art masterpiece. I kid you not. I'm talking the blue painter's tape, little marks everywhere, on the walls, on the cabinets, on the tile. And I kid you not, she literally used a magnifying glass to try and prove the drywall wasn't a level 4 finish, or the knockdown was actually orange peel, or the cabinets were not. And I'm not joking with you. Cabinets were 1/64th of an inch off, not standard. And that the final invoice was going to be withheld till all this was fixed. And she got a new paint job, which she wanted a new color, by the way. And the cabinets had to have 0.00 imperfections, which was wildly ironic because these were custom builds using her guide. I learned a lot on this job. And that led to the level customer framework that I'm about to share with you. But first, hey, what's up? If you're listening this far, odds are you're a remodel owner that's interested in increasing your profit. And to that end, I created a free guide on how to add $30K in net profit to your remodeler step by step using the same systems we use at CQC. No strings attached. Don't have anything to sell you. Just go to www.theremodelprofit.com. and just enter in your name and your email, you'll get the copy. Otherwise, the link is in the show notes. And guys, we're on a mission here. 96% of remodelers will fail over a 10-year period. I don't want you to be one of them. Get that guide. Thanks. So here's the level customer framework that I learned to never let this happen again. So number one, you want to have a project kickoff conference. Number two, you want to do daily job logs. Number three, end of phase inspections. And number four, build your draws at the start of each phase. And number five, inspect the punch or do the punch list inspection with the customer and have them sign a memo. And we'll talk about what needs to be in that memo in just a second. So let's go back to number one, the project kickoff conference. That's really simple, guys. Just talk about four things. Number one, make sure that the customer selections match the drawings. Number two, your plan to tackle the job. Number three, your plan for the logistics of the job. And number four, just have a cooperative conversation about job site administrative issues like, where you're going to lay down the material, how you're going to arrange it, how you're going to clean up, what are the standards for that? Where are you going to put the porta john? How do they want people coming in and out of the house? And just make notes. Real simple, right? So then let's move on to the job logs. Every day, just either you send the customer an email, you use JobTread, you use Buildertrend, you use CoConstruct. By the way, I will never forgive Buildertrend for buying CoConstruct, by the way. But anyway, so you want to tell them the project. Is it on track or is it off track? The phase that you're at. Is it on track or is it off track? And if it's off track, your solution to make things better and what the impact is going to be on the time frame. And then lastly, pictures. Pretty basic. Okay. So then moving on to number three, your end of phase inspections. So at the end of demo, at the end of framing, at the end of mechanical rough-in, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and then all the way at the end of finish installation, you want to inspect every single trade that touched the job leading up to that point. My rule of thumb is every time you run into a mistake, add that to the checklist. Pilots, 30-year pilots, have to go over a pre-flight inspection checklist before they're allowed to get in the airplane and go down the runway. Keep a running, living, breathing checklist for each phase. Every time there's an oh shit or a oh fuck or just a minor little mistake, add it to the checklist. That way, over time, your company is going to get better and better and better. End of phase checklist, beat that to death. Let's talk about draws. Bill your draws at the start of each phase, not the end, at the start. and put that in your contract. For us at CQC Home, typically we're about 70% of the job collected before we even start mechanical roughing. You always want to have the money be in front of the job and put that in your contract. Again, all we're doing is taking away leverage for emotional reactions that lead to you getting jammed up on your money that you have earned. Lastly, your punch list inspection, when you do that with the homeowner. Have them sign a memo that lists out everything you found. And at the bottom of that memo, it states that anything found after signing and dating this contract will be treated as warranty work. Any warranty work found after this inspection will not hold up your money on final payment. Make sense? And put that in your contract. So now, what's the net result, guys? The customer understands what is about to happen before a hammer is swung. The customer knows all the daily problems and your solutions. This builds trust in your competence. Trust me, my favorite trick in the Army to pass an inspection was to leave one thing obvious wrong so that the inspector can say, hey, clean that up. And then they felt like they did their job. It builds trust. Okay. Next, the customer sees the quality inspection results at each critical phase so they can see the job getting closer and closer and closer, and they can track with your construction calendar, just like you're turning them into an apprentice project manager. And then lastly, guys, the customer has zero leverage, number one, on your money, and they have absolutely no ability to keep moving the goalposts on you to keep you from getting paid, right? Because business is all about cash flow. No cash flow, we can't pay our guys, we can't finish the jobs, and then we're fucked, right? And we didn't get in this business to live hand to mouth, right? If we're going to continue living hand to mouth, running a business, you're better off just shutting down the business and go getting a job. That way you don't have the stress of owning the goddamn business. But anyhow, so my friends, fix your contracts. Please insert those two little things I shared with you in terms of when the draws are due, how much is due, and about your punch list. Maybe adopt some of these daily practices we use at CQC and these phase inspections. And guys, let's go make some better money. Take care.
Hey, what's up? As a reward for getting this far in our video, I have a special offer for you. I'm actually lying. I do have something to sell you, but it's not going to cost you any money, just your time. So every month we have a masterclass. It's only live, nothing's ever recorded, and we're going to solve 3 problems together. Number 1, we're going to solve your lead flow. Number 2, we're going to solve how to get customers to pay you cash before your marketing bill is due in excess of your cost so you have profit to go build your company. It's the secret to an infinite money printing machine as a remodeler. And the third problem we're going to solve is how to move away from selling rinky-dink $500 estimates to clipping $4,000 plus simply to put an estimate together. If you're curious how, I got a masterclass for you. Kicks off every month. Again, live, not recorded. Afterwards, you and I will do some live Q&A together. I'll let you in behind the scenes on some real black hat shit that we do, just to see what the real is. There's some stuff I just can't show public. Anyhow, again, guys, www.theremodelprofit.com. Go there, links in the notes, get our remodel business dysfunction prescription. And then once you get through that, you'll get the invitation to our masterclass. So again, www.theremodelprofit.com. Enter in your info, get our guide on solving remodeler business dysfunction, and sign up for the masterclass. All right, guys, I'll see you.